G'day, I'm Harry Thackeray and I'm doing Health, Work and Play. My student number is 18061775 and I've chosen the bedroom as my room. Obviously doing it for grandma who's an average size, that sort of thing. So we start off, I've decided to have a sliding door. So that just means that she can completely slide it open, and then she's got plenty of room because she's got a walker. Plenty of room to move through. I've made it nice and wide, and obviously there's a lot of height up and down, so she's not going to hit her head. I've got her arms wide open in this picture to sort of show the width of what she'd be with the walker. Okay, so we come in, starting from the back. I've got a chair in the corner here. That's right next to her cupboard, so I've lifted the cupboard off the ground to stop her from having to bend over. So as you can see there, that's an appropriate eye level height, so she can obviously access everything in there without bending over, and it's not too high that she can't reach. And the chair, I can't really bend her, she's a bit of cardboard, but that's an appropriate height. And there's also a little rail there which helps her, and I thought that was a good spot to have a chair, which will allow her to put her shoes on and that sort of thing. As you come along, you can see that there's enough room for her to walk through along here, through the tables and chairs. And then in this little spot here, there's enough room for a walker to sit next to the TV. So I thought that would be a good idea to have a spot for the walker. And then there's a rail next to the bed that once she drops her walker off, she can use that to get into her bed. And I've chosen a single bed. It's got plenty of room for her, but yeah, as being an older lady, she doesn't really need a big bed. And then once we come across here, this is a little living area, I guess. We've got a TV up on the wall. It's been propped up and put on the wall at an appropriate eye level height. We've got a chair here. She can obviously sit there. That chair can obviously move into this little coffee table, which she can obviously have cups of tea and do some writing and that sort of thing, and that's all at an appropriate height, so she's not bending over and that sort of thing, and her feet can touch the ground. And then we come across here back towards the door. Got a bookshelf that's been raised off the wall, so as you can see, I'll just try and get a better angle. That's an appropriate eye level height, so she can obviously reach all of them without bending over, which is really important for the granny. And yeah, that's sort of all the room. Yeah, with the model, I had to muck around a bit with it when I was trying to figure out where I was going to put everything, because it was quite difficult with the walker, making sure everything wasn't too crowded. But I decided that I'd try and utilise all of the room, the area that we're being given, and have everything placed in different spots, so there's enough room for her to manoeuvre around everywhere, and even on this side here she can move around. So that was sort of what I thought was most important, was to just make sure there's enough room that she wasn't crashing in and she could utilise her walker. And the other thing with this room is it can accommodate future changes. It's mainly the furniture that's been modified. Anyone can use a sliding door, and it's got plenty of room. Look, Granny's an average size human, and she's got heaps of room, and it's big enough for the rest of the family to fit in. So there's no problems with that. The shelving, that can always be taken down. These chairs and everything will be taken away. And obviously railings pretty easy to get taken out, so there hasn't actually been many modifications to the actual room. It's been more the furniture that's been put in place. So I feel like this room would be perfect for, let's say, if they ever sold the house, someone else could use it. So yeah, this is my model, and thanks for listening.